Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. For those of you who are joining my channel for the very first time, I am your host, Johnny Mac. Welcome, and for those of you who are returning subscribers, welcome back. Your continued support is absolutely awesome, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's guide is going to be me showing you how to get your very first bag expansion as quickly and efficiently as possible, because let's face it, where the game is getting ready to release and we all are super excited and we just want to get to end game, right? So let's go ahead and focus on this and overcome one thing. Let's talk about it. So for those of you who have played the beta, you all know what the weight system is and what it does. For those of you that have not, New World weight system is a pretty familiar one in that your character can only carry so much before you become overweighted. This will in turn punish you with a very heavy slow effect. This can prove to be very challenging when you're trying to quest, and prove especially challenging for those of us who want to focus on a lot of the life skills in New World. You just can't seem to carry enough. And this is frustrating because there is no really fast way to travel from point A to point B. You have to run everywhere, and yes, there is quote-unquote fast travel, but it takes Azeroth potions, and I highly recommend to save those up as much as possible and use them later for crafting gear, as you can get some really good bonuses if you use them while crafting. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit later. From the very moment you reach the starting area, you'll want to collect as many herbs as you can, especially hemp. I recommend trying to reach harvesting level 30 before you move on, and it honestly doesn't take that long to skill up. Now, I mentioned that you should target hemp, and that's because you're going to need hemp fibers to make linen later on. So once you hit level 30 harvesting, proceed on with your quest line, which will take you to the first settlement / fort. And now, one thing to keep in mind during this whole thing is that you'll need the following total materials. And I'll throw up a little graphic here that'll actually show you the total materials needed, just for reference later. Next thing that will be made available to you is the quest line that asks you to mine stone to make blocks. Focus on mining the stone until at least mining level 10, which will unlock iron veins. You'll have to do some more questing until you can join your faction, and once you actually reach that level and the join faction option becomes available, you'll join your faction. And of course, while you're questing, focus on mining as many iron veins for iron ore as you possibly can. And don't forget to take in the awesome ASMR while you're doing this. Once you've joined your faction, you're ready to move on to the final steps of our journey. You'll need to talk to your faction NPC, and you'll see that he has a faction board available. Open your faction board, and you'll see that this is where you can earn standing and tokens with your faction. The tokens can then be used to purchase faction items. As you can see, there are PvE and PvP quests that you can choose from. I highly recommend you pick up the PvP ones, as they reward much more tokens than the PvE. But pick them all up, that way you can work on them all at the same time. Now keep in mind, when you go to turn these quests in, pay close attention. You get a first 3 turn-in bonus, so you're going to want to turn in the quests that offer the most tokens per turn-in, so that way you don't miss out on the daily bonus whenever you turn those in. Now you'll see that there are 2 different icons on the map if you check your mini-map to see where you need to go to do these quests. One of them is a multi-step type of quest, and the other one is a occupation type of quest, where you just have to be in the general designated area for a set amount of time to complete it. Once you have completed these quests, and you know you'll have at least 1,000 tokens upon turn in, head on over to your faction NPC and turn them in. Once again, take a special note that the first 3 quests that you turn in give you a bonus, so turn in the ones that offer the highest reward. Now that you've turned those in, and you've verified that you have enough tokens, open the faction shop by clicking the Buy Rewards button. The item that you want to buy is the Minor Rune of Holding. It costs 1,000 tokens, and you're going to go ahead and buy that now. Now look at your map, and you're going to look for the loom, the smelter, and the tannery station. Craft all of your needed materials, and I'm going to throw up the needed material list again. And then, last but not least, run and visit the outfitter station and craft your new shiny bag. Equip and enjoy. For those of you that have a keen ear, you will notice that I did not mention anything about adding Azoth potions to the recipe whenever you craft your bag. The reason why is because this, I find, is a matter of personal preference. If you add the Azoth potions, then you're going to end up increasing your chance to get better bonuses and a better roll on the bag that you craft. If you decide that you want to be a little bit stingier in the beginning, a little bit more conservative, then don't even worry about those Azoth potions. It's not necessary. But I know myself, whenever I was in the beta, I used the Azoth potions and I ended up with a really decent roll on the bag. So once again, it's all a matter of personal preference. So that's going to conclude this video guide, guys. If you found this video helpful, hit that like and subscribe down below. It is an easy and free way to support my content and my channel. And if you want to make sure that you are notified when I make future uploads, tickle that notification bell down below. Just give it a little tickle. So as always, guys, I'll see you in the new world.